Mark was saying that he was seeking clarification from the Pac-12 office about some of the roughing the passer penalties where Seiko and Ricky hit him in the chest. It didn't look egregious on first glance, but did you ever get word back on kind of what to expect from calling that in the future?
I have not yet. Maybe, and if they get back to Mark, I'm sure he'll tell me. But I have not. They got to let us play a little bit. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I keep saying, I'm going to say it again, there's got to be some common sense involved in calling penalties. There's got to be common sense. Did it affect the play? And I don't mind saying this publicly. Did it affect the play? Did it really mean something? Now, if it was a malicious hit to the head or things like that, then you got to call that stuff because we can't have that. But my goodness, have some common sense. Okay? I'll leave it at that because I probably will get in trouble if I say more. But just because I'm fiery and I'm competitive and it's not about me, I'd like to win or lose the game because the players won or lose the game, not the officials.
Nick, I know the stats don't tell the whole story all the time, but Derek has led the team in tackles in both games. Is that reflective of how well he's played?
He's playing very well. He really is. And our inside backers should make a lot of tackles, as evidenced by last year with Kiko and Michael Clay. And typically our leading tacklers are our inside backers on most years, because the defense is designed a lot for our D linemen to take up gaps, take up space, and funnel the ball to a certain area for the backers, and they know that it should be there. So he's playing very well. I'm very pleased with him. I'm very pleased with at this point, overall, the first two games I'm moderately pleased.
Nick, how much video have you watched of Tennessee, and what do you know about their O-line? And
their O-line is good, first of all. They're a veteran crew. They're big, they're strong, they're physical. Probably the best offensive line that we've faced in some time, really. In some time. They have a veteran crew, and they're proud of their O-line, and they're good. I've watched a lot of film in Tennessee. How much I can't tell you. Both games that they played this year about 4 times, and 4 or 5 games at Cincinnati when the coach was at Cincinnati, and then every cut up about 3 times. So I don't know what that amounts to, but I just wanted to answer your question. But I like their O-line. I like their O-line. I like their team. The thing that we got to remember is this is an SEC team that's a good football team with good athletes. All right? They have been down some. 2-0 this year, though. It's a new year. New coach, new energy. But I like our D-line too.
Is their record more reflective of the conference they're playing than the quality of the team they are? When they're playing a lot of top teams every week. The record of the past couple of years, 4-7.
I think they've been down a little bit, to be honest with you, Aaron. I think they've been down a little bit, but they do have really good athletes with good speed and yeah.
Is your O-line on par with Stanford and Wisconsin?
I'll know for sure on Saturday, but I think they're close. They're close. Really, I think it's one of the better offensive lines we've faced in some time. Like I said, good thing we have a good defensive line, so it ought to be a great battle in the trenches.
They do some different things offensively than they did, say, 3 years ago?
Oh, yes. They're Cincinnati's offense, because the guy comes from Cincinnati, Jerry, and really they're a lot of what we do. There's always nuances to your offense, but they're a lot of what we do. A lot of similarities, and then they have their own little wrinkles to things too. But they're completely different than what they were to the last Tennessee team.
is their pace, Nick, on par with Oregon's pace as far as the amount of snaps that they do on offense?
No, I don't think so, because their first 2 games they've only had 76 and 66 snaps. So I don't think so. But everybody tries to tempo you. I shouldn't ever say this, but I don't really worry about that too much. Our kids are pretty good about getting lined up and getting the signals fast because of the way we practice, and and I'm usually pretty good about getting a signal in. If I see a team going fast, I just call something that we get lined up and play. I'm not bragging on that. I'm just saying I try to give us a chance to play.
In the past, they've used kind of the